Okay, so one of the things, can we really start asking
Yeah.
questions?
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We feel like in our business that things are going pretty much as well as we could expect, but we're hopeful for some more feedback in general from our clients and our clients. So, since we're in a marketing position, we've never done this before, so we're looking for advice on how to get testimonials or some kind of reviews. We don't really know how to do that on Facebook or Yelp, and we don't really know what is the best thing for us.
Right.
Any suggestions we will take
Mhm.
and run with.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So
talking about though? Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Yes. Are you looking for reviews for the publication itself and or reviews from the people who paid to advertise in the publication?
My biggest question is it working? That's what I want to
Hmm.
find out because I want to start selling for 25, but
Hmm.
I don't have any clear answers of are veterans picking up the book? Are they
Hmm.
going into specific places because they're picking up the book?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
are they taking advantage of the discounts?
Yeah. So I
Uh,
guess from the actual general public would be a great place for us to start.
Okay.
Yes.
The question, is it working per Jeff? So working, you have distribution centers and you have clients who paid to be in the book that have offers.
Mhm.
And then you want to know if people are actually claiming those offers, right? And the book came out. What was the date that it was released?
Feb- February 20th or something.
Okay.
late February.
So,
Yep.
Mhm.
okay. So the book was released on February 20th. Um, so here's the thing about that. Your book having been released on February 20th, I think if you reached out right now to the people who are advertising with you, you would probably hear that it hasn't worked yet, only because it's just the beginning of April. It really hasn't been on the shelf that long. Let me just pause really quick. Welcome, Becky.
Hi.
So just really quick, I'll update with the format. This is just a live Q&A. And so we're talking to Katie Carr and Jeff Carr right now on their veterans discount guide. And their question, their hey Robert.
I
uh, well, I'm glad you showed up now too, because I was just welcoming Becky. Right now we're talking to Jeff and Katie, who were on at 12, and they had a question. And this is a live Q&A. So there's nothing prepared or presented. I just take the questions and we'll rotate around. And so everybody benefits from the answers to someone's question. Jeff and Katie Carr, they just started a new business called Veterans Discount Guide. And it is a publication that they sell advertising to businesses who offer discounts and specials and things to veterans,
We
military people.
also, Sandy, not to interrupt, but we also point out businesses that are owned by veterans like yours and other
Yes.
ones that don't actually do discounts, but we want to push people toward veteran owned businesses and let them know that they have a choice between somebody who served and somebody who didn't. And we're
Yeah.
just trying to find out if it's working.
Yes, perfect. Thank you for restating that. So their first publication was just released at the beginning of February. So the question of whether it's working, and this is what I was talking about when you guys just came on, is that it hasn't been on the shelf that long. The really good thing about what you are doing and wanting to know if it's working is number one, you care about the people who have invested in the publication. So that's important. And their question was like, how do we even start getting reviews? And there's really two kinds of reviews that are going to come as a result of your publication. Reviews are going to come from people who've picked it up and love it because they know where to go to support veteran owned businesses, and then the other reviews, and not the most important, but important because that drives the revenue, is the advertisers. So you do want to get reviews from your advertisers. but I I don't necessarily know that I would ask for a review from your advertisers yet, only because the book has only been on the shelves for a very short time. But what
Right.
I would recommend is reaching out to your advertisers and just checking in. Hey, it's been on the shelf a couple months, and we're just trying to get a kind of a feel for if you've had any response yet. We don't necessarily, expect a huge response over such a short period of time, but I just want to check in and gauge. And then if you get some really positive feedback, now you say, that's amazing. Would you mind writing us a review? Um, on the flip side, for people who have picked up the book, you could do an outreach on social media. You could do an ongoing campaign, maybe, and it wouldn't cost you very much, like Facebook and Instagram. Say, hey, have you gotten your copy of Veterans Discount Guide? If you haven't, you can go to these distribution locations and pick it up. We'd love to know what you think. Leave us a review. So leave a review on Facebook or Instagram. So you want those because you want the word to get out about the book. And then with your advertisers, because a lot of your advertisers I know are also personal connections, it would not be unusual or unwelcome for you to reach out to them and just say, hey, if you guys checked in with me, because we're an advertiser in the book, and have I had anybody contact me as a result of the book yet? No, but I wouldn't necessarily expect that either. For me, it's more about visibility, but you'll get feedback from your advertisers at that point, and then you'll also have a vibe for when to start asking for those reviews. I understand wanting to get them really fast, but you want to give it time to establish, itself in the marketplace a little bit. On the flip side, and I'm just throwing some ideas out for you, the people that you have right now who are advertising in the book are mostly personal contacts and would probably just go write you a darn good review. So, but you just have to ask the question differently rather than is it working? Because right now the answer would probably be tepid. Um, yeah, we don't know. Just saying, hey, just wanted to check in. We're just looking for friends and advertisers to go ahead and write reviews to help us grow. I would absolutely go write you a review. You see what I'm saying? And you wouldn't necessarily have that from cold outreach as you grow and you start getting more advertisers in the book that maybe you don't know or you personally and you break into new markets. You could take advantage of it right now. You know what I'm saying? So your friends would write you a review and
Would
there's
you
nothing wrong.
should we think about keeping everything focused to one avenue,
Platform.
like, or across the board, Yelp, Google, Facebook, all of them? Do we want to dilute? Do we want to concentrate? Review? We don't know.
So the
What's the
more
best
reviews
strategy?
and especially the more positive reviews, the better. I
Okay.
wouldn't focus. You want them in multiple places.
Okay.
Now, you are going to be hard pressed to get people to go write reviews in multiple places. That said, and this is not a sales call, so I don't want to pitch it like that at all. We actually do have a product called Blue Jay Reviews that we make available to clients that you can send them. You can organize a campaign from Blue Jay Reviews. You import all of your clients and then you can do outreach to them. It creates a link where they can go write a review and then Blue Jay actually sends it to all of the platforms that you want reviews on. So that's an easy way to get a single review on multiple platforms because it automates that process. When you go reach out to, if you're going to do it manually, which in your case right now, I'd probably recommend number one, because it's brand new. Number two, your clients and friends would love to hear from you. I would send them to different platforms right now and whatever platform they're most comfortable with. So maybe give them a link, say, hey, get on the phone with them or send them an email, but then follow up with an email that has the links to where they would write a review on the platforms that you're looking at. So it makes it super easy. So when you're trying to get reviews, taking friction out of it for the person that you're asking makes it so much more likely that they will actually click through and go write the review for you. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Becky, you're up.
I am just observing and just getting an idea. Yeah, I love gathering ideas, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
observe today. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And you're doing a great job on our website, by the way. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
thanks. I really appreciate that. I really
We
appreciate that. I've had about like 10 people register for this Q&A, and I was telling Jeff and Katie, it's people register and then who shows up, you never know. So I'm glad you guys are here.
I wanted to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
We contacted you guys a while back about updating our website to just show and tell to actual sales. And I got a phone call back from your person. I'm sorry, I don't
Cheryl?
have the name in front of me, but it was very encouraging. And I want to move forward, but I'm waiting for uh, my son and daughter-in-law, who are now partners in our business, to make up their mind. Where I'm ready.
Okay.
So,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Cheryl's actually on the call right now. You can't see her, but her picture's down there. So
There
Cheryl,
she
I'll
is.
have you, can you connect? I'm not sure if they talked to Mark or to you, but maybe just send an email to reinvigorate that, copy Mark in, and then when you guys are ready, you can let us know, and then we can
Well,
go forward.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Robert, do you have a question?
No.
There's
Oh,
two
there's two Roberts.
Okay, yeah, there's two. Robert, good to see
Yes.
you.
If I'm the Robert, yeah, I do. I'm looking at this is a dream stage point of a business. The concept is to help my friend who is a spinal cord injured vet. And I want to use his being a vet, but I got to be real careful because his benefits are contingent on his not making money. So I
Mm,
can't screw that up. So I can use him as a subject matter expert. He's fine. Whatever. He just doesn't want to screw up his benefits. And then his wisdom also, in the Navy, he was a master electrician and a master plumber. So when he got out, he went to do irrigation, right? So you've got this electrically driven pumps that are just turning sand into vineyards in Washington State. He's from Washington. So he was doing that and then he got injured there,
mm,
not in service. But our idea is because on the side, he had a lawn and landscaping business, is to try to incorporate AI as a way to get people to sign up for services, because nobody wants to do their lawn kind of thing, but it has to get done. But wouldn't it be so cool if you had this little Jeff or somebody on there doing hey, let me walk you through what you need. This is a la carte. You get this or that, whatever you want, and we'll make sure it's done. Um, how do you launch something like that? I am really thinking that I said that I know more than I do to him because I don't know anything.
let me just reiterate what I heard, and I just want to make sure I understand the business idea. So you want to use AI to engage with people, and so start a conversation to deduce what they want, and then you guys would provide some kind of a quote and then come do the work for that. Is that the
I
flow?
want to reduce the friction of getting the lawn done. You can go on your phone, you can order it, and it's done. And we take it from there. Just tell us what you want.
Okay. So it's done, meaning they tell you and then you guys show up and you do it.
Yes.
Okay.
And now
Well,
he's not going to do it spinal cord injured. I'm not going to do it. I'm too busy. We're going to have somebody else, but it's going to get done. We'll make sure of
okay.
it. But a lot of the things you shared on the AI side of things make me think that this can run and create um, a client database and connect so that somebody doesn't have to always be quote in the office.
Yes. Yes, that's true. So you would definitely need probably a small website, couple pages, 2, 3 pages. Number one, because it has to be able to be found. Just a landing page is great because that would drive the system behind what you're describing. But you need a few more pages to get any kind of recognition from search engines. I'd say maybe a 3-page website.
Okay.
And that would give you an opportunity to also share kind of his story and the
Yeah.
military side of it, which is a draw.
Yeah.
And then on the landing page, you could integrate just a simple, you want to make it simple for people, it sounds like. Because I'm finally, let's just say I found out I've got family coming down in 2 days. I don't have time to
Right.
get my lawn mowed and get the mulch out. So I would go to your service and I'd be like, I need my lawn mowed and new mulch in my beds tomorrow.
Exactly.
Can you make that happen? So
You
you
got it.
just would need something as simple as form. So great sales copy at the top, your yard work done now. When you don't have to subscribe. It's
Yep.
your yard work done now. It's super simple. It's very clear what you do. And
Mhm.
then you just say, tell us what you need. We show up, the work's done. There you go.
Yeah.
And then it's just a simple form where they fill it out. I don't even know, honestly, that you need an AI integration. You could, but I think the AI integration itself even adds a little friction because then
Mhm.
there's a lot of work because then they have to talk and type and
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah.
That's
So
really
from a
complicating the simple, which I'm good at.
yeah, that what you're trying to sell, it's just simple. It's your yard work done now. In fact, we could even go look online and let me just look really quick for you. Um, I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see how this works. So I'm just gonna go really quick to GoDaddy. Cheapest domains on the planet. And I'm gonna type your yard work done now.com. It's available for 1 penny. There you go.
Wow.
You can go secure that. I can secure it for you right now, whatever you want. And that's your domain. And that's what you take that, you put it on a billboard in your service area. That's all you need. A simple form. They fill it out. You get the form delivered to you by email and text. So you don't have to be sitting in front of your computer and just watch them roll in.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. Um, so now that we've gone this far, I'm actually going to go get that for a penny. And then I'm going to talk to him because it's like the other Roberts said, Roberts have to get permissions because they've had consequences not getting them right, Robert. And so you get the permission, you get your team on board. And even though our other Robert's on board, his partners have to be in. Same with this guy. But having that domain will just, he'll get stoked. And he's,
Yeah.
so that's a good
Yeah.
start.
I mean, it's awesome that the domain's available. Seriously, that's a great domain. Let's
Perfect,
check
yeah.
one more because you might want to get this one too. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to,
Another penny. That'd be my
yeah.
2 cents. Eh?
Let me just share my screen here. So your yard work done now. Let's try your lawn done now.
Hmm.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, GoDaddy, domain locally free privacy. No, I don't want. I'm not trying to buy it, people. I just want to know if it's available. Okay, let's try that again.
Yeah, that's what it is. I see how they moved ahead.
I know.
It's pretty good, really. Like, wait.
Your lawn done now.com. This
Yeah, 2 cents. Thank you
All
for
right.
that. That's good. I'll get them
Yeah.
both.
Let me caution you. The one thing that I do not like about GoDaddy, and we do use GoDaddy to purchase domains for people, for clients. So nothing against GoDaddy, but I do want to warn you, they're going to try to sell you everything when you check out. You
Yeah.
do not need domain privacy. You do not need any of the stuff they're trying to sell you. Just go for the domain. And that gives you all the flexibility in the world going forward.
I'm glad you told me because I would have got hung up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just say no. Just hold on to the domain. You own it. And then you've got all the flexibility you want to do whatever you want with it going forward.
Cool. Thanks. That's excellent. Thank
Yeah. You're welcome.
Sandy, just from our own point of view, that's how our business started 3 years ago. Just start going to veterandiscountguide.com, veteran add an S here, and Kate got all of them. One, to find out if anybody else was doing it. The other one was to make sure that we had choices of what the name of the business was going to be.
Yeah.
And then somebody typed in a misspelling, it could route back to us.
Yes.
We just bought them all.
Yes. And they're very cheap and it also protects your brand. So one question that I get a lot is, should I buy the .biz, all the different dots? It depends. But generally speaking, if you are going to own your lawn done now or your yard work done now, you do want to lock out other people from hijacking your brand with another version of the domain. You work to build that, and it's a great domain. It's a great business name. So it's probably worth buying the other versions of the domain, like the .biz. Now there's so many domains out there, but .biz would be one that I would for sure get. Maybe even .org, just because it's been around so long, just to own it and lock people out from using it. But for sure, .biz. When you buy the .com, buy the .biz. The .biz is going to be slightly more expensive, but it's still going to be cheap, and it's worth protecting someone from hijacking it, because once that business goes big, you don't want someone out there saying, "Hey, go to your lawn done now .biz, and we've got you taken care of."
So each one of these you buy for this ridiculously low price, is there annual fees you have to pay to maintain
Yes.
them?
Yes. So we buy these and this is one of the reasons that I actually really like GoDaddy, because GoDaddy, number one, the domains are cheap. And then secondly, you can forward those secondary domains over to your primary domain for free. So other domain registrars charge you for their forwarding service, like Network Solutions charges, I don't know, I'm going to make it up, but let's say $25 a year. But GoDaddy, you can do it for free. But you do have to renew those domains every year. There is that cost associated.
What is a typical cost?
Do you expect them to go up now that
Sure. Yeah. Everything goes up, but your .com domains are going to be the cheapest. So they lure you in with the penny. And then next year it'll probably be $14.95, which I think is the going rate right now. But that's annually. It's pennies. And then the .biz domains, I think, are 20 something annually. So to just block out your competition from hijacking your brand, it's worth it.
Mhm. It is. And then you also are established and have something to pay for that with anyway.
Yes. But GoDaddy allows that forwarding for free. So by using GoDaddy for your domain registration, you can bypass that additional cost.
That's great. Yeah.
Registrars.
And then you can
Yeah.
get them all connected. That's super.
Yeah. So, yeah. Jeff and Katie, you have other questions? We got an hour.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is we're talking about expansion now that we've got this established at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we're really hoping that veterandiscountguide.com doubles in size for 25, and we're going to start selling it this summer. The big question that Kate and I have over drinks in the evening is what's next? What's the expansion? How do we make this bigger without working too hard? Because we're both at that age where we think this idea is really going to take off, but we don't want to move to another locality and start that up. So our big question is, everybody says Branson is the way to go, which is a possibility. I was thinking the other day that maybe we take the 60 plus clients that we have now and see if we can come up with maybe a marketing company for those clients or for an additional clients that sort of focuses on the veteran aspect still, and
Mhm.
maybe charge an upcharge to do the Facebook post like I'm doing now, because it's a startup business. You want to do everything you can to give people ROI. Is that the term? Did I use that right? So the question is, what's next? Can we charge an extra couple $100 to do their Facebook post to get them involved with other veteran charities?
Yeah.
We're looking for where do we go here from here?
Okay. So you are asking the right person about this.
Yeah, I know. Because I've been
So
to the masters for this. You better be good.
here's the thing. I am just going to be brutally honest with you. Okay. To expand your business, I wouldn't do that. I would go to an next.
Huh?
I'd get an app built. Yeah. Because everybody's working on their phones, right? And so you get more reach, you can grow faster, you get a veterans discount guide app. And now you can target veterans and veteran businesses all over the country. And the reason I say don't do $200 and do their social media posts, because I'm going to tell you what, you said you didn't want to work harder. This is what my company does. And it is I love what we do. So I'm going to caveat it, but it is a pain in the ass. So, I'm just going to tell you right now, when you do that, you're going to start to need employees. Um, Employees make mistakes. Yeah, it's a whole nother thing. If you guys are trying to be passive owners, but aggressive owners to grow, I would not go that direction. I like just, and if you do, I'll support it. But then when you come back to me in 2 years and say, oh my God, I wish we wouldn't have done that, I'm going to say, yeah, I told you.
We have no ideas that are set in stone. We're just looking for what's next. And that
Oh,
was
yeah.
just what came to me.
Yeah, I think
I would say stay in your lane, stay in your brand, and go with that is the next logical step in my brain, because all you're really trying to do, and you provide enough value for the price of what you're doing, that there's no question that it's worth it, because if there's an annual distribution of these magazines, and even if you published every 6 months instead of annually, the value as a customer of yours would still be there. And there would be even more value if you had an app and I knew that it was being promoted on military bases, because military bases and the family organizations would really support it if it had a lot of value for them. And then you get wide distribution on the I'm going to pause for just a second. There's someone in the waiting room called presenter, so I'm a little scared. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to let him in just briefly, and then I might have to kick him out. Let's just see. I'm curious. Oh, hello. I know you. We were all waiting with bated breath because we were sharing ideas, and your name on your Zoom says presenter. And so I told everybody, I'm like, you guys hold on, I'm going to pause. There's somebody called presenter, and I'm a little scared to let him in. You guys, Steve Denny,
I don't know why they came in that
he
way.
was a good friend of mine and a client. And
Welcome, Steve.
Hey,
one of the most amazing financial brains and business brains you'll ever meet in your life. So glad I let you in, Steve.
well, thanks. I apologize for my tardiness. I thought I put this on my calendar, and I was late getting back to my office, and I was looking back for it. And then it just occurred to me that I haven't hit the subscribe button yet, but I will do that. But thanks for letting me in.
Yeah, yeah. And definitely change your name so people know and they'll let you in the Zoom rooms.
I'm
Just
glad you're
going-
doing this.
Oh, good, good. Thank you. So we were just going around and answering questions. And so Jeff and Katie Carr, we were talking about their business right now, and they have, what? Jeff and Katie, tell Steve what your business is and then reiterate your question, and I'll share with him. And I'm actually curious if he agrees with me or not. So when I say brilliant business mind, he has one.
Jeff came up with the idea a few years ago. Why isn't there something local to communities that showcases veteran-owned businesses and local businesses that support veterans with discounts, services, promotions, and events? We couldn't find anything. We saw this gap in the market, so we created the magazine. We did all of this in about 2.5 months. with no experience as a publisher, but we had fantastic mentors and we just put in a lot of hard work on it and it's out now in the community. We're planning to we want to grow the company. We truly believe in the idea and we've gotten feedback that it resonates with a lot of people in the community. The support's been amazing and so we want to see this grow. We're trying to figure out the best way to grow this if we want to grow it because what's unique about our business is that it's to the community. Anybody can Google online what is a discount for veterans and they'll see adidas.com or Home Depot. And those are all national and that's amazing. But nobody would have known that my local dentist gives a discount to veterans or the bakery down the street does, or that all these places down here are owned by veterans. And the fact that Jeff's a veteran and that this has got a very high percentage of veterans here in this market area compared to the rest of the state and that Jeff's really well known in the community. We just thought this was a perfect place to start and launch this. And um, we're already thinking about what is next. And our plan is to grow this book here at the lake for next year. But then after that, in 2026, do we go with the digital only play or do we move into another market and concentrate on building one there, like in Springfield or Branson or Columbia, and then grow it nationally from there? Or do we just do a digital play and do it per market still? Do we do an app? Do we just need the website? Because I don't know. I don't really know how much difference it is between an app and a website. Personally, I don't. I know an app is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I think you'll have to advertise it the same way. So we're trying to
they're,
figure out how much to spend on marketing dollars and get a feel for what other businesses spend on marketing their own business and we're having lots of conversations about who our client is. Our client, our number one client is our businesses that advertise with us, but to get them the ROI, we have to, as marketing agency, we've got to think about how best to promote them to the public. So it's multifaceted and we're new and we're loving it. It's fun.
and
It's
Steve,
so fun.
their initial question was they were thinking about offering value add services to their advertisers and like charging an extra couple $100 a month and doing their social media posts. And I said, you don't want to do that. You make an app.
Yeah.
Because it's labor intensive. But the caveat was they didn't want to work harder, but they will work a lot harder when they start doing that. If you think about it, you've got 40 advertisers and let's say 50% of them took you up on the social media posts. The $200 a month sounds amazing. I'm going to tell you right now, having that number of people that you're responsible for doing their social media posts for is a lot more work than you think. And Cheryl, you can pipe in if you want.
I love doing that, but it really is. It is time consuming and you have to be completely meticulous in your words, your graphics, and your message.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
and I do love doing it because it's fun and creative, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah. It will take your focus off, in my opinion, it will take your focus off of what you're really trying to do because now you're servicing a whole nother side of someone's business. Instead of we're trying to get the word out about these businesses in a digital form. We've got the print, we've got the website, and it's the app that will really promoting that at a national level and even an international level with the military, I think has a chance to explode. There's no competition in the market. So Steve, curious what your thoughts are on that. So that was the advice I gave.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I love the business idea and it is a big hole in the marketplace. There are a lot of people that are circling around the vet side. It's funny. I was thinking there's a sign that just got posted on the corner by our office here that I've been driving by for the last couple of days because we had a hailstorm blow through here last week. There's a roofer sign, which roofer signs have popped up everywhere on every corner. But this one has on the top right corner, it has a big veteran owned logo on it. Right. And the thought I had the other day as I was driving by, when I saw it for the first time, I thought, wow, it's so amazing. When I grew up in the 60s, that was not a badge of honor, but today it's a real badge of honor. And I think I think you're dead on. There's the Kaufman Fund in the St. Louis group in the St. Louis area, which is very active in Veterans Affairs. And then there's a gentleman by the name of Mike LeBlanc in our local community out here in St. Charles County, who is also very active in Veterans Affairs. So I think you could reach out to some of these Veterans Affairs folks out here and get blown up pretty quickly in terms of veteran-owned businesses. Yes.
Okay. We met them
Yeah.
or
The mayor of St. Charles, I did John Carney show a couple of months ago. And
Sure. Yeah.
the mayor was on there with me and he was incredibly supportive. And we had a great conversation about it. We think that there's opportunities in a lot of markets. St. Charles, of course, is one of them, Branson, all these other ones. But this distribution of these books is a major undertaking, and we're starting to realize it now. I'm basically going to all 60 plus of our clients and making sure that the magazines are there and we have distribution and stuff like that. And of course, if we did that in another market 3 hours away or whatever, that would just add to the logistical nightmare of it. So a digital play of it, the app somehow, some way, expand the website. That's what we're looking for. What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can connect you on the app side
thanks
if
for those
that's the way you want to go.
suggestions, Steve. I wrote
And
those down. Thanks.
yeah, I would also invite you. So there's a couple groups where you could get to know people in that market that Steve's talking about. So we've got the Impact Network mastermind that I do every month on the second Wednesday of the month in Chesterfield. It doesn't take that long to get down there, and the people you'll meet in that group are very widely connected and could help. And then Steve has a group that meets the third Wednesday of every month called Experts for Entrepreneurs that also meets in Chesterfield in the same location. And that group is a whole nother separate group from the one that I've got running and could connect you as well. And Robert Cushing is involved too. Yeah.
All right.
There's another guy that I'm involved with by the name of Dick Mueller, who's got a business called Select. He's done a huge amount of work with veterans organizations. And one of the things that the military does is when someone is getting ready to exit the military, they do classes on a regular recurring monthly basis for folks that are either looking for a job or looking to buy a business and start a business. And Dick has done a lot of presentations within that group as well. So that's a whole nother infrastructure that he's connected with. But I think the veteran play is definitely right. I'm with Sandy 100%. I think you guys got a tiger by the tail.
We were
Yeah.
certainly blown away by the response that we got at the Lake of the Ozarks. We're just trying to figure out if it's because everybody loves Kate and seen Kate and knows Kate and, you know,
There's probably a
one
huge element to that.
be
but,
around Kate,
yeah.
or if they want to support veterans.
And plus Kate's supporting the right cause. So there's no reason to say no to Kate.
She married a Navy guy, and that was her first mistake.
I was going to say, nobody's going to hold that against her.
Oh, thank you for your input, Steve. So, Steve, I'll go to you. Did you come with a question?
No,
Or
I came out of curiosity more than anything else, but I did send you a note earlier today. I've got, I need to get connected with your graphic artist. I got a couple of things to get done
Oh.
in that regard. Yeah.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I'll follow up with you afterwards. Yeah. So, Steve, that I would explain to everybody else. This is the second one that we've done. These will be recurring live Q&As. So the first Wednesday of every month and the second Friday of every month. And it just register because that's how you'll get the link. So just register on our website and just show up. And right now, and this could change in the future if you guys want it, but right now, I don't prepare anything. It's just a Q&A. You come with whatever questions you have. I record it. Robert, go buy those domains because what I do intend to do ultimately, and this won't happen today, it'll happen sometime next week. I will take chunks of these Q&As and then I'm going to use them in marketing. So I don't want to share those domains that we picked out for you before you actually go secure them because they're really good ones. Go buy them.
Sandy, do you mind? I do have a bit of advice for Robert. Robert too. Yeah. your friend who is disabled, he has money coming from the military? He has a pension coming or some kind of disability?
Yeah.
Okay. VSO is who you need to talk to, a veteran service officer, about getting more or making sure he knows the numbers of how much he can make and all that kind of stuff. So there's help out there as far as that goes when it comes to disability and money that you get and how much you can get, how much you can make, and if you can make money and that kind of stuff. So there's people to talk to about that kind of stuff.
Well, he's talked to him. He's talked to him and he's been disappointed because he's a go-getter. He's always doing a project and he can ambulate some. If we go fishing, I need to be very helpful to do that and such, but he's scared of making a mistake and losing what supports him and his
Sure.
wife. And so he's done the talking and he's just said, I can't do it. No, can't take a chance. And so then maybe if I'm using him as my poster boy, that doesn't violate it, but he can't be quote compensated. But I said, I might end up like feeling, oh, you've been so helpful to me and I care about you since we were in junior high basketball. I just want to buy you a boat. Stuff like that.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. So yeah, we've got 10 more minutes. So I'm happy to field anything else, or I'm happy to let y'all go. So you just tell me what you want or what you need.
This is Becky back at Katie, and I'm sorry, the name.
Jeff.
Jeff. Hi, I'm a veteran as well. And we started our business, and I'd be interested in looking up your website. So what is that website?
It is veterandiscountguide.com.
All right. Thank you. We might want to
You can find
do a,
directory of local businesses that is sorted by category, and there's also a digital copy of the flip book of the actual magazine available on that website.
cool. We may want to advertise in it as well. So
What is your business, Beck?
Farm Factory Interiors.
Okay.
Their stuff
do.
is beautiful. Oh, you guys have been into the barn, right?
The
Jeff and
barn.
Katie?
Where?
The
Barbecue?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Billy's a client for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. They did a lot of the work in there.
nice.
Yeah, we did all the lighting,
There.
all the lighting.
Yeah.
That's
their
beautiful.
works, it's amazing stuff.
Oh,
Really
thank you.
beautiful.
Well, I know this isn't a sales call, but we would love to have you be our first client that signed up for 2025.
There you go. We'll look into it. Veterans supporting veterans.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
my theme and using or supporting Jeff and making that, if you guys were able to be on an app or a website kind of thing, of course, we would want to cooperate with that. I think it adds some oomph to both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy, get ready for the app conversation next time we talk.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Nice meeting you all.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. Hopefully to see you on the next one. Oh, and I do want to give a plug for the AI webinar that I teach. So that is the second Thursday of every month. So we just did it yesterday. If you guys are interested, I will be happy to send you the recording from yesterday's. It was, I'm not bragging, but it was freaking good.
I
Oh,
really
good.
am supporting
Good.
my midterm
Yeah.
week. Oh yeah. You guys, it's really invaluable information. What's happening is we're moving into a hyper change mode and we need to know what AI has to offer because it's going to be involved. We're going to have to be involved.
Mhm.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and Sandy brings it out in a way that we can understand.
Right.
Well, we built a custom GPT for a simple process in our company. And it's just mind blowing how it came out and it took 10 minutes.
Wow.
That's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you guys the link.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's great.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sandy, for all you're doing.
Awesome. All right. You guys have a good weekend and see you soon.
All righty. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Sure.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.